Now we're sighting in with Shooting USA. The guns, the gear, and the information to get you on target.
Every once in a while, I come across a gun that somebody's given up on. They usually come with a story like, man, this thing just won't shoot straight. Well, that is the case with this Remington 700 long action. It comes to me from a friend of the owner with the story that several people have tried to sight this rifle in, and all have had no luck. So I looked the rifle over briefly, I put a bore sight in it, and I took it out to shoot it on paper. And the story holds true. This rifle will not shoot in the same place twice. Additionally, when I got back, I put the bore sight back in it, and the scope is completely off the grid. So what would be causing these problems? Well, I think it's a combination of the factory stock and the base, rings, and optic somebody has mounted up. This is a dovetail single-piece base, and these are low-set rings. This scope will only fit if it is pushed all the way to the back, and that may have contributed to the problems this scope is experiencing internally. Separate from the optic, the rifle will not shoot a group, and that is due to the fact that the factory stock is not floating the barrel. The stock touching the barrel is causing a harmonic disturbance. This is the kind of thing people go to gunsmiths to correct. Well, I have some solutions to these problems, and I've selected products with a budget in mind. First is the new stock. It's from Hogue, and it's their overmolded rubberized material, which is great to handle in any condition. But more importantly is this aluminum pillar bedding system. Now, this will fully float our barrel and solve half of our accuracy problem. Disassembly couldn't be easier, and assembly is simple. Just drop the barreled action into the new stock. Well, I bet you didn't see that level of productivity coming. Well, with everything snugged up, you can now see that this barrel is fully floated. Now let me show you the new optic. This is from Weaver from their 4044 line. It's a 3-10 by 44 variable power optic. In addition to that, I've got a set of Weaver bases and Weaver G5 steel rings. Well, the advantage here is that all of these parts work together and allow full adjustability of that optic once it's mounted up, something that wasn't allowed by that other combination. Well, the nice thing about these Weaver bases is they allow the rings to sit a little closer together, and that will allow us to adjust the eye relief of the scope. Let me get these top caps in place real quick. Just take a peek at what I got here. Looks good. Now I'm going to snug these down nice and even, and then I'm going to use the factory supplied wrench to tighten them that final bit. You want to crank on it just until that wrench starts to give. All right, just a quick adjustment with the bore sight and we'll be on paper when we get to the field. Well, it looks like a brand new rifle. So what did I spend to do all of this? Well, the Hogue stock is $110. The 4440 3-10 power from Weaver is $145, and the rings and bases are another $30. So just less than $300 puts new life into this rifle.
Well, that came together nicely and on budget too. And in case you're wondering how that Remington shoots after the build, John has had a chance to take the rifle out and put a group on paper. This is the first group from 100 yards. Yeah, I'd say that build-up is a success.